So we are in the hospital right now because Sydney started having what kind of looks like seizures, and my nanny was sending me videos while I was at work like, hey, this is happening, and I called the doctor, and the doctor was like, oh, it's nothing, don't do anything, like don't take her to the hospital. But then like she had like 6 in like 5 hours, and I was like, no, I'm taking her to the hospital. So I brought her to the hospital. She's had 3 more since she's been here. So they're doing like blood work, and we're gonna do, I think we're waiting for neurology. So they're gonna admit us, but right now we are just in the waiting area. They took blood. It all came back normal, but they're doing more, they want more blood work. I showed the doctors the videos, and they they said that they look like seizures. So they said it's something that they might grow out of, but we're not really sure what it is yet until we get all the work done. So
yeah, she was biting down on that thing too. She's biting down hard.
Baby.
Baby. Okay, now she's moving her eyes. Yeah, that's definitely. She was biting down very hard on the passy as well.
Yeah. You okay, baby? Okay. So we did the EEG, and they had our whole head and like a cap thing. They just took it off. Dad stayed here with her last night, and I went home to Savannah. And she definitely is having a seizure. They caught the tail end of a seizure right when they put it on, but they gave her medication, seizure medication, like anti-seizure medication, and so she didn't have any seizures while it was on, which I even asked. I was like, you're not, if you give her seizure medication, you're not going to catch the fact she's having seizures. But she's doing okay right now. Yeah. Is this smiling? Yeah, there's a smile. There's a smile. There's a smile. So we're just waiting for an MRI, which will be later this afternoon. But we can't feed her till then, so that's kind of annoying. So we're just waiting to see what the diagnosis is. And Savannah's over in the corner just chilling out. Okay. Baby. Oh, they just put a new IV in. I'm gonna take her to MRI soon. Oh, baby, I know. Baby. Hi, Sydney. Are you ready to go home? Are you ready to go home? And then sister's ready. Yeah. Alrighty.
Alright, let's put you in the car seat, Mrs.
Going home.
Yeah, come on.
car seat's not prepped.
So we're home now. I put Savannah to bed and Sydney is asleep right here. We're just gonna keep her in the living room and watch her. I just gave her medication. She had a seizure at 6 o'clock, but I gave her a medication at 7 because they want you to do it every 12 hours. So I wanted to do it at, 7 and 7. 7 p.m. when she goes to sleep and 7 a.m. when she wakes up. So, so she had a little seizure at 6:18. That was her second seizure today. I guess they didn't give her any medication this morning at 5 a.m. And so they were like, oh, you know, it's okay. Now that she's on the medication, if she has more seizures on the medication, we are to take her back to the hospital or call them and just kind of maybe up the dose, just depending on how many more she has. So we're home and we're just monitoring and making sure that she doesn't have any more seizures and that everything's gonna be okay. It's just been a really long 2 days, but we're happy to be home. We're happy that they let us go. They said we could stay in the hospital and they could monitor us, but we wanted to come home. And so we're just having dinner and little Sydney is sleeping. And we're just so happy that it wasn't anything worse. So they did say something about because of her being a preemie, that it could just be because she's a preemie. What else did they say?
She'll probably grow out of it.
Oh yeah. Then they said that she'd probably grow out of it. So that's what we're hoping for. So she was diagnosed with epileptic seizures, but hopefully she'll grow out of it. Today is Friday. So we got home from the hospital on Wednesday, and the girls are just sleeping now. So that's Miss Savannah. That's Miss Sydney. And we've been kind of, it's been touch and go. When we got home from the hospital, Savannah was having still multiple seizures. So we called them yesterday and they said to up her dose last night. So we upped her dose last night and then brought it back down this morning. But she had 3 seizures. So we gave her medicine at 7 p.m. and then she had a seizure at 10:30, a seizure at 4:30. So I guess it was only 2. And then we gave her dose at 7 a.m. and then she had 1 seizure at 8 a.m. and then she just had another seizure at 11:30. So I called the hospital back and they said if her seizures get longer or if they get back to back like every 10 to 30 minutes, then to bring her back in. But right now they said it's just her body getting used to the medicine, so she needs to be able to like get it in her system. I personally don't like having my child being, you know, medicated. They said that she might have to stay on this medication for the next 6 months to a year, and it makes me really nervous because I don't want her to be heavily medicated for her entire infant life. But she's right now just really sleepy and she's not eating as much as she used to. She still is eating, which is good, but she was eating anywhere from 4 to 6 ounces. Now she's back down to about 3 ounces every feed, which is still good, still a good amount of food. So Savannah, her sister, is also being cranky, and I think Savannah has started teething. I think she has her first tooth coming in. Not sure, but I'm a mess. I'm not sleeping very well. I'm not eating. I'm trying to make some food right now just because, oh, I actually should go check on it, just because they're sleeping, and I was like, I should probably make some food because just toast. It's just I haven't eaten yet and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's the update for now. I'll keep updating you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the prayers and the well wishes. And I know I posted on Instagram yesterday, so I'll just keep doing more updated posts on Instagram. So yeah, thank you so much. It's been stressful, but we're getting through it.